This is just to differentiate the videos, but that's what it would look like if I tied the hair up. So that's kind of neat. That's interesting. So anyway, so on to the next item. So the two earlier mentioned items, the denial and victim blaming. These sickos are non-player characters, whatever you want to call them, psychopaths, sociopaths, which is what they are. Also known as Vrill. The reason they like, these two things, victim blaming and denial, and the reason they rely on denial and victim blaming the most is, of course, it's the easiest. I mean, it's the easiest. You don't have to think about it. You just grab it. But this allows the NPCs and Vrills to carry out what they are doing unencumbered, unstopped, slowed down. They don't even have to really slow down. At most, you're a speed bump and you just got to slow down a little just so that you don't ruin your car. That's what they see. Anyone who yells and screams and tries to stop the bad, as they see them as speed bumps to roll over, literally, and annoyance. So they refuse to accept the word no. That is a big one. So for whatever reason, they think that these two weapons are enough to allow them to get away with absolutely anything. Abuse, murder, flat out robbery. And sadly and terribly, that has been the truth so far. It doesn't matter how blatant and obvious it is. They have been able to get away with it. So, and a side note in relation to this, okay, and this goes off. This is just a little extra. They love stuff like the book The Secret and Abraham Hicks, and I just want to say what that is something or someone must get up off their butt and give you whatever you're asking for, meditating for, praying for, manifesting for, etc. So if you pray for something, or even the Christians who actually get their prayers answered, so if you pray for something, a Vrill, must get up off their ass, or maybe a ghost, who knows, and give it to you, or just get it for you. You cannot get this stuff on your own. Humans are the slave race, and that's a big one right there. Humans are the slave race. Literally, humans are the slaves. Those who are ruling us are NPCs, are non-humans. They see themselves at the top. They see us as nature at the bottom. They see us like you would see a carrot. You can use a carrot for a lot of things, but literally, we're the carrots. So humans are the slave race. We were made to be manipulated, not be able to manipulate. So these people who are doing, literally positive thinking, Wicca and witchcraft, prayers, whether they're Muslim prayers, incantations, whatever it is, and they're actually getting what they're wanting, it's not because they got it for themselves. It's because something that is non-physical got it for you. They did it for you. Whether it's one of these extraterrestrials. Now, supposedly there are actual extraterrestrials that are on our side and that will help. Supposedly. I don't believe that. I don't agree with that. But that would be the only way that something, someone can get their prayers answered. The only other option is that, and I wouldn't be surprised about this because of what I've been learning, but there are such a thing as ghosts, and the ghosts are able to get you what you're wanting via manipulating people's minds. Now, this is a big one. So I don't know if I should really get into this in this video, but literally, oh man, there's so much. So, okay, human beings are not able to really manipulate things. We have been cut off, literally, from being able to manipulate, the spiritual world, the soul world, the ghost world, the ether, electromagnetism, whatever you want to call it. We're not able to do that. But other entities are willing and able to do that for us. Some entities are, and I wouldn't be surprised if some extraterrestrials, ghosts, what have you, demons even, demons have done that for people, there are entities that people will call angels. No such thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are some actual underground reptiles that are more peaceful and on our side. But from what I've learned, that doesn't seem to be the case. That doesn't seem to be the case at all. So this is why you'll have stuff in religious books about how we're cut off and how we see through a mirror darkly right now. That is what is going on. You know, we are cut off from the actual world. We're stuffed into these physical bodies, and we don't know anything but our physical world. And it is because of that. Literally, it is because of that. And there's so much information, and I was about to talk about this, but I completely forgot what I was going to say. If I remember it, I'll say it probably in another video. Who knows when, who knows where. But the one part that I will say, the human side of this, and there is a human side of this. So this is totally different. The human side of all of this, the Brothers of the Serpent or the Illuminati, they are big into forgiveness because they don't want to be punished for what they are even currently doing. They need us to forget and forgive because they don't want to be punished. Now, the human side of all of this is that the Brothers of the Serpent or the Illuminati are subjected to the rules and the laws that we have to live under. So if you sexually abuse someone, you do have to go to jail. If you rob someone, you're supposed to go to jail. I haven't seen one of them go to jail yet for that. They almost never go to jail for sexual abuse. If you beat someone, you're supposed to go to jail. If you kill someone, you're supposed to go to jail. Just like that one Hollywood star that got off just recently on the movie set of Rust or whatever. He didn't go to jail. He needed to. So that is a clear-cut sign of Brother of the Serpent, Illuminati. He is working with the Vrill, the underground reptiles, the NPCs, the non-player characters, the extraterrestrials, whatever you want to call them, and he is getting off for his sins. He is totally free. So that is what, he had to go through the court case, but he got off. So that is what Brothers of the Serpent or Illuminati, that is what is for them. They'll have to go through the court case, but they'll get off. And yes, every last celebrity and every last politician is a Brother of the Serpent or Illuminati, if not an actual Vrill NPC player, NPC character themselves, for real. And they are usually, almost always, they're the teachers, they're the nurses, they're the coaches, they're the doctors. They are 110% guaranteed to be the doctors, the judges, the lawyers. That is why you can't get anyone to represent you in court. But these people, when they are caught, they don't want to be punished. And they are afraid of being punished. They are afraid of being found out. Since they are human and have to live at least superficially and put up with the cops and judges and some form of the law, they don't want to be rightfully punished. And they will be to some extent if what they are involved in, guilty by association, or actively doing or have done, is found out by the public. Now, their last-ditch effort is to say that it's all a lie and get the public to believe this stuff. Just get the public to believe that it's all a lie. Which goes back to the religious and spiritualists who, like this positive thinking. Their last-ditch effort is to deny. Oh, she's trying to get money from me. I didn't, she's trying to ruin my name and reputation. That is the weakest argument I have ever encountered in my whole life. I couldn't believe it when people were actually saying, oh, that lady is trying to ruin my name and reputation. She's trying to get money out of me. I didn't actually sexually hurt her at all. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. That isn't even an argument. And the fact that they're able to go through court with that argument and win proves that they are a brother of the serpent. They're a brother of the serpent, all right? Get it? They're a brother of the serpent, as above on the surface of the earth, so below. They're a brother of the serpent, all right? They are an Illuminati, all right? And as for the ones who own the earth, or Terra as they call it, the Vrill, the underground reptiles, the actual NPC players, they don't care. They don't have to care at all. At all. They control everything. Everything. If they are found out, there's no consequences for them at all, period. So it's only the humans who give a flip at all for social taboos, rules, laws, and whatnot. So there you go.